y'all y'all on social media still talking about Anthony Karmelo, this little teenager that unalived the mid-calf brother. It was happening out in Texas. And y'all still trying to defend this boy on social media. All right. The court of public opinion ain't hitting on 2 cents. All right. Make no difference what y'all say or how y'all try to break this thing down. All right. Your argument is self-defense because he felt threatened by the mid-calf brothers. That dog will not hunt. This boy going to jail. Okay? He will be convicted on manslaughter or second degree unaliving somebody. Because that was uncalled for. And I'll be happy. I'll be happy if his little ass go to jail. And I'm going to tell you why I'll be happy. Because it's time for these young teenagers out here, predominantly black, it's time for them to learn a lesson that you can't always solve an issue with a knife or gun. All right. Anytime there's a dispute or a disagreement, all right, using a knife or gun is not the best way to handle a situation. Now, first of all, when you do something stupid, you're going to end up with stupid results. You go under a tent where it's predominantly YT people. All right. As far as I know, the tent was put up by the Metcalf brothers. All right. You want to go under the tent and chill. All right. It's not known whether or not, or I don't know whether or not he knew anybody under the tent or was friends with anybody under the tent. All right. If you don't know anybody under the tent or not friends with anybody under the tent, how you expect to be welcome? This was predominantly a group of YT people. They were friends with each other. They knew each other. They were from the same school. Huh? Why are you going to take your little dumb ass over there and expect to be welcome? They didn't know you. That was their little clan. That was their little group. All right. Prejudice is a well and live in this country. There's some places that you're not welcome. Now, some of y'all say that, well, he had permission to be under the tent. Well, where he got the permission from? Even if he did had the permission, all right, you were asked to leave. But if you was asked to leave, then that means that you was not what? Welcome. They didn't want you around. Leave. Huh? Rather than leaving, he bucked them. All right. He bucked them. Because most of these young people, especially young black men that I've dealt with, all right, I've been looking at them quite some time. All right. If you ask them to leave, now they don't want to leave. I was at truck stop, and this guy, he was waiting on a shower. All right, and he was jacking around in the truck stop doing something else, and they called his shower number out. All right, they give you a ticket with a code on it, and when they call your number, all right, which is on your ticket, you go to that particular shower and you key in that code and open. All right, he was jacking around in the truck stop, and they call, all right, his number. Well, after 5 minutes go by and you don't go to that shower and key in your code, it automatically resets. All right, and the next person in line get the code. And he comes up to the fuel desk and said, well, I've been waiting and I hadn't got my shower yet. And the man looked at the system. He said, well, you didn't come you didn't come and get your shower when you were called. All right. He said, I've been waiting for the past 30 minutes. The man said, well, we already done called your shower. You have to re-register again. So he got pissed off. All right. Think it was a racist thing, and it was not a racist thing. He didn't know that they called his number. He didn't hear it because he was somewhere else or in the bathroom or somewhere, and his shower reset it. And somebody else got it. Okay, because if you don't get there within 5 minutes, it automatically reset. Your ticket is don't work no more. You got to re-register. And he got pissed off, man. And him and the guy at the fuel desk got into a big argument about it. All right. Okay. And this is white on black. The clerk at the fuel desk was white, and this particular guy was black, and they got into a heated argument. And the guy told him, he said, "Well, just leave, just get out of the truck stop." With that attitude, just leave. He said, "I ain't going no goddamn way. I ain't going no goddamn way." He said, "Well, I'll call the police." He said, "Well, call the goddamn police then." Okay? That wasn't the way to handle it. Okay? Just go ahead on and leave. Like Karmelo. Okay? Just leave. Huh? Rather than bucket. Touch me and find out. Okay? This boy had a chip on his shoulder to begin with. Right? You had a weapon to begin with when you came. All right. See, how you expect to do something, all right, how you expect to be welcome under a tent, which is predominantly YT people that you don't really know. How you expect to be welcome when you can't even do that in your own neighborhood? Go in the hood. All right. Go in the hood and try that. All right. Go in the hood where some guys done got together on a day like today, nice sunshiny day, and they got a little tent up, and they sitting around shucking and jiving and drinking, smoking weed. Huh? And you go up there under their tent and they don't know you and sit down. Okay, they're gonna run your ass off. You liable to get shot in your own neighborhood. Don't nobody know you? You ain't welcome? Who the F is you? You better get out from around here. All right? You wouldn't be welcome in a situation like that in your own neighborhood, in the hood. Don't nobody know you? You know you ain't welcome. So how you expect to be welcome on a tent when it's predominantly YT people that they don't know you? All right. You basically don't know them. You might have seen someone before, but they don't know you. You're not friends with them. You're not welcome. Why even go there? Huh? All right. You were asked to leave. When somebody asks you, when you go somewhere and somebody asks you to leave, that means what? They don't want your ass around, period. Rather than bucking, just go ahead on and leave. All right, see, and last but least, let me say this right here. I'm 70. I'm going on 72 years old. I've been on this earth since 1954. Right. And let me tell you something. When you are black and you unalive a white person in this country, you better have a damn good reason. Huh? In a situation like that, you have to use equal force. All right, they push you, or I push their ass back. All right, grandmama and granddaddy told us, say, if somebody hit you, say, hit them back. Say, if they push you, you push them back. Now, sometimes that's not always the thing to do. Sometimes the best thing to do is just go on about your business. Okay? But you can't unalive a person just because they put their hands on you, or just because they might have shoved you. Go ahead on now. Go on. Go on. They wanted him to go away. Yeah. You might have the right to be there, or permission to be there, but you wasn't wanted there. You wasn't welcome there. Just leave. Huh? See, let me say this. You can't unalive the bully. If you felt as though they were bullying you, well, you can't unalive the bully unless he's trying to unalive you and you use equal force. But you can't unalive the bully. You can whip his ass. Huh? You can tear the bully ass up. You can get a bully a good ass cutting, but you can't unalive him. Unless, like I said, he is trying to unalive you. All right? So you came back with equal force. A push and a stab is not equal force. Or if I put my hands on you and say, all right, go ahead on now. And then you come out with a poker and unalive me, that's not equal force. All right. So the self-defense bullshit that y'all talking about on social media, that dog won't hunt. Huh? He won't even run he won't even chase a cat walk across the yard. Huh? The court of public opinion don't mean shit. It's what them juries think. And it's what that judge thinks is what goes. The court of public opinion, they ain't just flap, 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 flap. All right. It has no bearing on the justice system because see, the justice system is prejudiced to begin with against people of color. All right. The Metcalf family got money, and the justice system is going to stand behind them. You ain't gonna walk on this, huh? You ain't gonna, Kamala. You're not gonna walk on this. Your ass going to jail, and I won't be sad about it. Because it's time for y'all young black men to learn that you can't always solve a problem or situation or incident or disagreement or dispute with a knife or gun or poker. See? And if you had the proper parents, if you had a good daddy, you should have known that. Huh? Yeah. You should have known that. Because see, you can feel prejudice. Prejudice is physical and spiritual. You can go somewhere and you can feel it. I'm out here on the road as a truck driver. I'm all over the place. I ain't going to some truck stops, even some stores, and I can feel it. No, they don't want me there. But they sort of tolerate me. Because I know how I handle myself. See, sometimes you have to go, sometimes when folks don't know you, you have to get permission to be around them. Oh, I don't want to make nobody mad. Hey, y'all, what's going on, man? How y'all doing? Listen, man, it's pouring down rain out there. Can I stand under your tent for a minute until the rain ceases? Now you're under a different umbrella. But if you just walk under there and ain't saying nobody, ain't trying to create no friendly atmosphere. See, sometimes when the atmosphere is not friendly, you have to try to create friendliness. Hey, ladies. Hey, man. I go to truck stop sometime and at restaurant and ain't no tables available. I'm gonna have to share a table with somebody, mostly a YT. So I walk up to him and say, "Hey, man, how you doing? You having a good day? Yeah, you a truck driver? All right. Listen, man, can I share the table with you?" If he said no, I'll go on to the next person. I don't say, "Well, money, ain't nobody sitting at the table but you, man. Why can't I sit here?" I don't come off like that. You go somewhere else. See, when you ain't welcome, you keep it moving. See, but you go onto somebody's tent that they don't know you, and ain't nobody looking at you, ain't nobody smiling, and you don't even speak. It's not known whether or not he spoke to the people under the tent. Rather than he tried to appear friendly. Hey guys, hey, how y'all doing, man? What's going on? Y'all watching the race? Or, look, man, it's pouring down rain, man. Can I stand here for a minute till the rain cease? See, a lot of times you don't have permission, you ask for it. But see, some of y'all young, y'all ain't got no sense. Don't understand shit like that. You ain't got no good fathers. See, the old folks. I got to get off here. The old folks taught us what you might call common sense. They warn us of certain things and how to carry yourself. Sometimes you can't always buck the system. A lot of times, every time you buck the system, you're always gonna get in trouble. All right. There's a way you can get through the system and ease yourself through the system without bucking. See? So when you unalive a YT person, you ain't gonna get by with that. Yeah. You're gonna be punished. I'm just telling you. When you unalive a YT person, that has to be the only option on the table. If you are a black person, that's got to be your only option. And that was not Karmelo's only option. Number one, they asked him to leave. That's gonna have that's gonna have a heavy bearing on the court. They ask you to leave. You had to do step. You wouldn't have been in the situation you're in now. You wouldn't have been on your way to prison. If you had to just went on. But you bucked him because you already had a chip on your shoulder. When you got there, you already had a chip on your shoulder. And you intended to unalive. You intended to unalive him because you went straight for the heart, as hard as you could. You had to go. See right here. See, this is a chest bone. It's a bone right here. Huh? It's a bone right here. He went through the bone. So it had to been as hard as he possibly could. Huh? So he had to be already angry to use that kind of force. He already had a chip on his shoulder. He was an angry, young, black person to begin with. I hope his ass go to jail. Huh? And somebody say, well, oh, you're taking up for YT people. No. I'm not taking up for YT people. All right. I'm just coming with the facts that whether it's black or white, you can't unalive a person just because they put their hands on you, or just because they might have shoved you, or just because you somewhere and they want you to leave. You can't just unalive them. You can't unalive the bully if you think they was bullying you. You can't unalive the bully. You can kick his ass. Huh? See? So, your ass going to jail. Your ass going to jail. Get ready. Huh? Get ready. Your ass going to jail. You ain't gonna walk. No. You ain't gonna walk because you got the whole system of YT people is backing the mid-calves. And who you got backing you? Other than the court of public opinion, which don't mean shit. And that's all I got to say about that.